Am I AI? I'm not even sure anymore. In this video, we'll cover why is it that so many people are feeling completely dissatisfied when they think that they're talking to AI, when actually it's just you. And also, why do they feel dissatisfied when they do talk to AI? I'm Alexsandra. I'm a seasoned climate tech and crypto founder that co-founded a pioneering carbon removal company. And now I work with entrepreneurs like you who are looking to scale their businesses, being empowered and thriving without actually burning out. Let's get to it. So every day I send outreach videos to potential prospects that I think would benefit from working with me. And I do these each and every single time. And it is wild how many people respond saying, this is hilarious. Is this AI? Or are insulted? This is just AI. Even the other day in my email campaigns, I got a response back saying, giving me some more information about why now might not be the best time for them. And I spent 15, 20 minutes thinking out a good response. I ran my draft through ChatGPT. Said, what do you think about this? I actually hated what ChatGPT responded with in its own draft. And so I decided, forget that. I'm going to send what I have. And I told ChatGPT, just make some minor edits for better readability, but keep the structure the same. So over 90% of my message was originally me, my content, the structure, what I said, how I said it. And the response that I got back kind of surprised me. The person said, you would have had this sale except you wrote AI. And I, kind of like that he was sick of people using AI and not being authentically themselves. He's like, be yourself, Alexsandra, be authentic. And I appreciated it, but also was like, wow, misread the conversation completely. That was actually pretty much all me that wrote that. And it got me really curious and got me inspired to write this video and the content for this, which is like, why do people get so upset when they think they're speaking to AI, either through email, through video text, whatever it might be? And so many of the people that I'm working with or talking to are founders working on new AI technology. So I think it's really important for us to understand, what is this about? What is the tension? Why is someone going to get insulted when they believe that AI wrote the email response, or AI, or the video that you sent is all AI generated and not an actual person? And we've all done it. We've all used ChatGPT to draft out an email or suggest an email campaign, or even gone to ChatGPT as a therapist or as a dating expert or relationship coach saying, what should I text the girl back? People have told me. And I do it. I use AI. I go to ChatGPT often when I'm having some psychological or emotional distress and I need like an on-demand expert to help me understand what's going on in my mind and the other person's mind, whatever it might be, the situation. And yet, here's the thing. I still go to my friends. I still book a session with my therapist. Why is that? Because I want what all of us innately want. And if you tell me that you don't want this, you are in complete denial. I believe this to be absolutely true for every single person. We all desire deeply in our soul, true, authentic human connection. And that kind of connection, as of now, cannot be replicated by AI. I'm humble enough to say, who knows what the future holds? But given technology in the state of today and where I see it going, AI will not replace humans. And I'm going to break down why. Let's first look at what is the definition of connection. And I'm going to go to my favorite girl, Brene Brown. So in Brene Brown's book, The Gifts of Imperfections, she defines connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. Let's break that down. One, we've got connection, and it's energetic exchange. So connection is one, an energetic exchange. Two, it's about mutualism. There's a give and a take, a reciprocity, and that is also what gives us this feeling of I'm connected. Three, feeling valued. Is it actually possible to feel valued by a thing that doesn't understand inherently what it is like to be human? Being human, having our own human experiences, having our heart broken, struggling for months to build a business, dealing with that awful boss who's just micromanaging you and on top of you, dealing with co-founder struggles, and you just feel like so freaking frustrated because you're both speaking English, but also very different languages and not even on the same planet, it seems like. That is inherent to the human experience. all the highs, the lows, the joys, all of that dynamicism, it can't be replicated by AI. Can AI actually make you feel valued if AI hasn't had these experiences? 4, feeling seen. Well, right now, AI doesn't really see. I'm sure there's some technology out there with lenses, but to see something is to see something outside of you, recognize it as separate from you, and then have some cognitive relationship with what am I seeing here? What is this thing? How am I assessing it? How am I judging it? That act of seeing right now is still not possible with AI. Only humans and animals, our dogs, our pets. 5, feeling completely heard. Heard. Yeah, sometimes I think ChatGPT could hear me in the sense that I share with it what I'm thinking, what's going on in my mind via words, but it's just an LLM. It's just using predictive models like, what is the right response for this? Knowing the pattern of historical human communication, given the great database it's using, it doesn't actually hear me. It's just computing what it thinks I want to hear. 6 is sustenance. I love ChatGPT. I love using AI. I use it for the purpose of making my life easier, just like we should any tool. Use things with good intentions. And for me, it doesn't give me sustenance. Even when I go to ChatGPT at the hardest of times in my life, and it gives me something that helps me or says or shares something with me that is completely clarifying and really gets me an aha moment, and I get to think about it later. I get clarity through AI, through my conversations with ChatGPT, but I don't get sustenance, true sustenance. And 7, strength. You get strength. Let's think about that. When you are in connection with someone and you feel strength in the conversation, emboldened, empowered, it's because that other person has given you this energy, this feeling of being seen and supported. I do feel like sometimes ChatGPT gives me some hard strength. So I'm going to give this one a check mark. So it'd be really interesting if you wanted to, if you're following along this video, look at those 7 attributes and see like, where does ChatGPT or any AI technology that you currently use in your life measure up? Does it check all the boxes? So connection, mutualism, value, seen, heard, sustenance, and strength. To be honest, I'm going to give none, 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 a maybe on heard, a no on sustenance, and a strong yes on strength, because the psychological understanding that I get back from ChatGPT makes me feel really empowered and stronger in my psychological understanding of situations, which makes me feel a little bit more in control and quite honestly, a little bit more comfortable. So can we actually say, given this score of maybe 1.5 out of 7 in terms of the attributes of connection, can we actually say that we're connecting with ChatGPT, that we're getting this true innate need of being a human being met by current AI? That's a hard no for me. So no, AI is not going to give you true, authentic connection. You know, I talk to founders in tech every single day, and I love it. I enjoy my work with you guys. And the thing that I hear the most often is obviously that they're struggling with burnout. This is what I help with. That's why they're coming to me. That's why I want to call. And the common factor that leads stress and burnout is disconnection. It's disconnection. You will be surprised how many founders, nearly every single one of them that I chat to, is feeling disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their friends and family, disconnected from their co-founders, their colleagues, their team, disconnected from investors. That sense of disconnection is in our core, and it leads to this lack of the building up of energy that's trying to come out, this desire to connect, this exchange of energy. It dies. When you're not connected, when you're in disconnection, the energy is trying to boil up and it just fizzles out. That water never boils up over. It doesn't get things going. So what happens? You're stressed, you're burnt out, you have nothing left to give. And you're finding yourself scrolling TikTok, doom scrolling, YouTube late at night, staying up, not getting the sleep that you know that you desperately need, waking up late, feeling completely unmotivated, a lack of desire to do the thing that you actually spent all this time, energy, and effort investing your time into. this is your dream. Founders, it's a very unique journey to found a business, especially in tech, because it is just very demanding and unique. And if you're doing this, it's because you want to make an impact in the world. You feel in yourself that there is such a great energy and you want to create something and you want to leave your mark and you want to say, hey, at the end of the day, I did that. I built that. It's such a beautiful feeling. My last startup, Nori, we worked on climate tech. My whole background is in climate change, and I have 2 degrees in environmental engineering. I've wanted to work on helping solve planetary issues since I was a teenager. And through the process of founding Nori, operating it for almost 7 years, getting venture backed, the thing that drove me and the thing that kept me getting up every day was the sense of like, I'm going to leave a big impact. But I felt disconnected so often, again, from myself, from my colleagues, from the world around me, from my friends and family, because I was so focused on the business. It burnt me out. I wasn't able to build that energy, and it really impacted me. And then it impacted my team. And I'm sharing this from a personal level, but I'm telling you, I talk to founders every single day, and they're experiencing the same thing. And it kind of breaks my heart. And this is what I do now. But anyways, the point here is connection as a topic. It is vital and necessary. It's a vital gift of our life source. And part of getting connection, so the book that I quoted for this definition was The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. And she says that the 3 core gifts of giving up the idea of perfectionism, of just like letting yourself be raw, real, authentic, imperfect, flawed. What happens when you give up that perfection, that facade, that's giving up that striving and constant performance of feeling like you're never enough and just being like, I'm enough and I'm going to give in this place of enough. 3 gifts come out, which is connection, courage, and compassion. And let's think about it. You can never connect. What's stopping you from feeling true connection with someone? It's pretending to be perfect. It's not letting your walls down. It's not letting someone see you vulnerably. And let's be honest, I want to say these things, let's all think critically. Not everything I'm saying needs to be taken to an extreme. It's all within context and it's all within moderation. You need to always be discerning. Always be discerning. Who is a safe person to connect with? What is safe for me to share in this? What kind of connection can we have? Not all connection is the same, nor will it be the same with every single person. So you need to be very grounded in yourself and give yourself permission. Hey, I'm going to be imperfect. And hey, it's okay. I need connection. We all do. Recognize that. Feel empowered by that. Like everybody wants to be connected. And then discern, like, is this the right person that I want to connect to as a business partner? Is this the right person that I want to connect to on a personal level as a friend or dating as a partner? Is this the right person that I want to invest in my company? Deciding and discerning whether someone is the right investor or a group is the right investor for you is absolutely necessary. Well, one of the biggest mistakes founders make is picking the wrong investors because you got desperate. Just like picking the wrong partner in life will make you so sorry in the long run, because bad relationships tear you down. They leave you disconnected and empty, and you stop shining from within. You stop tapping into that wonderful light force that makes you so uniquely you and is the reason why you were put on this earth, so that you could leave the impact and the positive mark. Like everything that, God willing, what you're working on is for positive impact for not just yourself, but those around you and the planet as a whole. Don't give up on your dreams to have your startup just because you're feeling stressed and burnt out and disconnected. And back to the original topic here, don't be so upset when someone talks to you using ChatGPT or AI. Understand we're all just trying to do our job. But also, to those who are relying so heavily on AI or think AI is going to replace us all, it's not. Remember, the most important and most valuable thing is human authentic connection. So for those who actually get my outreach videos, when they don't doubt that it's AI or they actually understand that it's me, you could see my camera roll. I could take a screenshot of it every single day. I have, numerous videos that I'm sending. Sometimes iPhone and Apple just gives me like one of those photo memories, and it's just me saying my script a million different ways to a bunch of different people. But I digress. When people realize that I'm taking those 20 seconds and taking the time to look at their profile and send them a personalized message, people love it. They love it because, again, we want authentic human connection. So, yes, AI might be changing the job market, it might be changing your role, but honestly, I believe it to be a wonderful tool that we can use to augment in our life. Now, there's a whole separate issue about the energy demand and usage for AI and technology and climate change. We need to be very cognizant and mindful of that as well, and not run away with our desires to use AI for every single problem. And I need to look at myself in the mirror for that, honest to God. So, for all of you out there thinking that AI will replace humanity and the species in general, so long as there are humans walking this planet, they're going to want other humans to connect with. So, I believe that the future is much brighter than you think it is. And I want to remind you all that it is totally safe and okay. And you should own your desire for authentic human connection. And I wish that for all of you. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please like the video. Of course, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel. If you are a founder who's struggling with stress and burnout and just doesn't know how to get out of a negative cycle and you feel like, gosh, there's so much more of me to give, there's a link in the description below. Nothing fancy, just some information about what I do to help founders like you to break out of those cycles, feel empowered, get clarity as a leader, and go about your business scaling your wonderful, life-changing startup. That's all for today. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Till next time.